So if you've been watching the channel, recently we did a video on a battle belt and how I love using battle belts when I go for a day at the range. And so one of the things I was looking for when I was doing my battle belt build and building the right tools and right pouches and gear for that was I had very limited space of PALS webbing, but I wanted a full comprehensive blowout medical kit. So I came across the 511 Ignitor med pouch, and that's what we're going to be looking at here today. This gives me what I was looking for, giving me a slimmed down, low profile version for a medical kit that has blowout capabilities, able to hold a tourniquet like a big Israeli bandage and a few other small items without going overkill and giving me this big massive pouch. So let's go ahead, break this thing apart and show you what it has to offer. So before we break this thing all apart, I'll just talk price with you real quick. Now, these two were sent to us from 511 and I appreciate them willing to send it over to us to check out and review. And once I used these two and began to deploy them, I saw such value in them, I went over to Amazon and picked up this third one. So I have 3 in different systems, so you can see how much value I put in this narrow, more compact, just blowout system, the bare essential setup to basically keep somebody alive. It's not going to give you, you know, headache medicine and eye drops necessarily and stuff like that. It can carry that type of stuff, but this is really initially designed as that blowout system. Now, this is going to run you about $35 to $40 on Amazon. That's always a great way to help support the channel. Helps me buy third gear and, you know, really show you guys in-depth videos of lots of products. The majority of stuff we buy here and test out for you guys. So when you guys use those hyperlinks, we get a little kickback, regardless if you're buying products just like what you see in this video or other stuff. You know, you could be buying a TV. If you use those hyperlinks, we get a kickback. Helps us continue to do what we do here. Without those kickbacks, this channel goes away. So I always appreciate it when you guys use those hyperlinks, or you can go over to a 511 store. You can check out if they have any locally in town. We have one in our Denver location. Those guys are awesome over there. Quick shout out to those guys, and you can really get your hands on the products as well from 511. So with all of that, let's go ahead, break this thing down, show you what it's really offering you. So we're going to go ahead and start here in the back for this portion. Now, it comes standard with these slick sticks, which I really like. More and more companies are starting to offer their MOLLE compatible attachments on board. A lot of companies back in the day would not do that, so I'm glad that they do this, and I really like this system. It's rubberized, so it's got some flex, so it's not like rigid, you know, but it's not just nylon either, and these work really well. They slide into place, snap on. Again, I've been rocking this one on my battle belt, and it's been working great. I've used this one on different PALS webbing, and it works fantastic. So slick sticks are how these attach to your PALS webbing, and they work great. So specs and dimension wise here, we are looking at 7.5 inches high. We are looking at 3¼ inches wide, and then we are looking at a width of 2.5 inches. And that's gonna be the overall dimensions for you. And I like that they're going with lighter materials. You know, a lot of companies, they used to do 1,000 denier. Now more companies are going to either rip stops or just cutting down on weight. And this is a very lightweight pack compared to a lot of other ones out there. This is made out of durable all-weather P300 denier ripstop body and N840 denier base, so down here at the bottom. So really lightweight features, but they're ripstop, so they still give you a lot of durability. So now here to the front, what we have is a tourniquet pouch. Now I heard a lot of people with the old 511s that it was really difficult to get a soft T or a cat tourniquet in that front pocket of their old medical pouch that they still offer. It could be done, but it was really tight, really difficult. This piece of cake. Now on the front here, we do have a non-colored medical logo. I would have liked to see that red. You know, they give you some high visibility red features that we'll look at. This would have been nice to have red as well. You know, I get that it's supposed to kind of blend in, but that would just help with it. Now here we have this tab. little square of Velcro, flaps open, and I love that the way that they made the little flap really cups your tourniquet, really keeps it out of, you know, the elements, but also just kind of keeps it really nice and secure in there. So as you can see, I got my cat tourniquet in there. Those are the ones that I like to use, and you know, they're heavily recommended. And again, we'll have links, guys, not only to the pouches, but also to a lot of these medical supplies in the Amazon links. But they also offer in here a little pen loop for your Sharpie, which is sick. So you can write down your time if you do have to deploy the tourniquet. So that's really awesome. Really thought through that pouch. And the only really critique that I would have is that this is a pretty small piece of Velcro, and I would have liked to just see like an actual clip or clasp that would attach right through here and then just have a clip buckle right here just to really keep it secure. For you and me, the average user, it's going to be totally fine, no problems. But for, you know, people that are actually in the military, law enforcement, that may be like totally just going to town on this, I think the whole bag would hold up and it would do a decent job, but that clip would just add extra security to making sure that that tourniquet wouldn't fall out. So that would be my only critique with the overall design. So they really thought through the deployment feature as well. There is this really heavy duty, well done nylon tab that you can zip up, and this is a total clamshell with really nice zippers. Just had to double check, YKK zippers throughout. But you can just let it sticking up just a little bit, or you can tuck it in and completely zip this up. It will also come with these little nylon paracord attaches as well. So if you wanted to replace these with red, you could absolutely do that. And that's cool that they give that little added red feature there. But the way that this is designed is that you can have this right here, you pull on it, and it deploys really quick and you can get access to it. And it's easier when it's attached to stuff, as I'm showing you, like attached to my battle belt. So that makes it super easy to deploy. Boom, it's set up and ready to go for your access to the gear that you have inside. Now on the back panel, perfect size for a large Israeli bandage. You guys have been asking me to deploy that. I've begun to test it out, use it, and I really like them. So I purchased a few of them and begun to use them on my blowout kits and stuff. A good pair of scissors to cut away clothing. So this is not an elastic band. This is a heavy duty nylon band, but it flexes enough that I can get those two items right back there inside the panel. Then down here, again, they thought through that. So the pockets are upside down when it's like this, but when you deploy it, it's all facing up. Really thought through well. And they basically give you 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets here. 1, 2, 3, excuse me. I added one in there. 3 levels of pockets. All of them go all the way down to the bottom. So this deep one will go all the way down to the bottom here. And you can stuff all kinds of stuff, you know, rubber gloves. I've got a pyramid, or excuse me, triangular bandage in here. I got Celox blood clotting material. I do have some headache medicine, some eye drops, and a few other things. And then I got, you know, a big Ziploc here with larger bandages and some other things like that. So you could use it as a small EDC medical kit, you know, if you're just looking for a more narrow, streamed down version for your systems. Or again, really what it's designed for is that emergency, you know, gunshot wound, stab wound, you know, something like that. Just to keep the person alive, stop the bleeding, and then get them medevaced out. That's the idea behind this design. And that's really what I was looking for and what I needed, particularly for my battle belt. And then I like the narrow setup that it offers you, because many or most pouches are much wider. And so like on battle belts or just packs that you're trying to lay out in a different way, you know, if you have limited size and space on the width side of things, this helps out a lot. So it's stacking outward instead of sideways, and it gives you just more capability, super fast access to a tourniquet, and then bam, you can pull that guy open and you can get access to your quick items that you need to stop bleeding in an emergency situation. Well, folks, there you have it. Overall design, totally dig it, totally love it. And as you saw, have had 3 of them and used 3 of them in different systems that I deploy medical kits. You know, I mean, I got like 6, 7 different medical kits in different bags, battle belts, bug out bags, EDC kits. So this definitely has a very good place and will be used on a regular basis for areas where I have to have really slimmed down designs and I'm just looking for a blowout system, not a full comprehensive medical kit. So thank you so much for coming over here today. I hope this video has helped you out, see whether or not the Ignitor medical pouch is the right medical pouch for you. As always, check us out on all the relevant social media as well. That's a great way to see what's up and coming. And always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared. We'll see you out there.